Welcome back, folks. We're heading to Bremer Bay, and with me on this trip, I have both my girls and my dog. Hello beach, and it's time for some good old Aussie camping, well, West Aussie camping right on the beach. You don't get to do that many places, but this trip is not just about that. It's also about testing out the Troopy, testing out all the new mods. How well do they gel together? And the only way to do that is to actually take it out and use it. That's the only way you're going to discover what works and what doesn't work. And hopefully the new mods I've done all work together very well. We made it to the beach, but there are unfortunately other people down there. You're going to get that, especially this close to the holidays. So we're heading down to the other end, and we should have our own private spot. The weather today is just absolutely beautiful. Sorry about the late dinner, girls. Before I do anything at all, I'm going to level my Troopy out because I now sleep on the roof and I don't want to be sleeping with my head downhill or rolling to one side. And I reckon if someone got the spirit level right now, it'll be almost dead on perfect. And what's even better, the kids are busy. So I'm going to take advantage of that right now and set up the entire camp. Well, it's a bit late, isn't it? Sun's gone down. We couldn't cross at Bremer Bay where I wanted to cross. So there's like an inlet that was broken. So I had to go the long way, lost an hour and a half of daylight, but we knew that was going to happen anyway, didn't we? Girls are busy in the water. I've got a bit of a task in my hands. Like, if I didn't have the camera crew with me, there's no way any of this would be filmed, because when you're traveling with two young girls and a dog, you keep yourself pretty damn busy. But it's all worth it, it's all fun. They're in the water now, they're mad. It's cold out there. Nice and calm weather as well, beautiful sunset. What more could you ask for? Actually, a meal. I'm pretty hungry and so are they. It's been a long drive for everyone involved, so let's have a good hit of protein because tomorrow is going to be a huge day. Lots planned. So what we're doing is giving this Troopy a shakedown. Now every time I do new mods to this Troopy, I'm going to take it out for another shakedown. And that's the best way to set it up the way you want it, because every time you go out, you're going to learn some things. The problem that a lot of us do, and I've done before, is you set up your vehicle how you think you want it, but you haven't actually tested it. And then you realise, I want to access something from this side instead, or I want to put the kitchen on that side or this side, I want a fixed kitchen, I want a kitchen like this. You really got to take it out, to start basic and then go from there. The top part of the Troopy is far from basic, that is premium. Everything below needs to be tweaked to how I want it, to how I want to use it. Now everyone's needs are going to be different. So I'm doing it the ultimate way by bringing my big 52 kilo Ridgeback dog, bringing both the kids. It's so jam-packed. One thing's for sure, there's no possible way I could do what I've done here right now with the 79 with the amount of gear and bringing the dog and all that. There's no way. There's so much space in this thing. And I've got a roof tent and the swag on. It's crazy. Anyway, the sun's out, so we're actually getting an excuse to use the awning. Running an icebox just until I have the power set up in here for a fridge. And you will see I've gone for quite a square one, and there's a method behind my madness. So I went and bought this, and it's kind of the same footprint as an upright fridge, because I'm choosing between an upright fridge and a chest fridge. We'll get to that later on. Pre-mixed pancakes, family favorite recipe. A lot goes into this, and I don't want to be bringing all the ingredients and mixing it up because it saves me from bringing mixing bowls and all that stuff. So got kids here, much easier doing this. I'll show you the cook set I got as well, which I've got, so it's compact for the Troopy setup kitchen that's coming later on as well. I found this really compact cook set here. It's got a whole heap of stuff in here, pots and pans and all that stuff. Used it for a little while now. I'm just trying to find really compact stuff for the Troopy, so when I set up the kitchen in it, all this stuff will fit in it. Some of this stuff is pretty pricey when you get compact and lightweight gear, but you know, it's better than having bulky gear that's banging around everywhere, but bulky gear does the job. Another thing that is definitely going to stay part of my kit, yeah kids, is this roll here. I wasn't a fan of these until now. I used to think these were a gimmick, but having the Troopy and being able to hang it up, it makes so much more sense, and I don't forget all my utensils. So definitely going to be part of the kit again. So we're running just water in jerry cans. So I've got a 10 litre and I've got a 20 litre. I pour the 20 litre into the 10 litre as it gets empty. It just makes it easy, 30 litres of water. The kids are in the swag. I'm in the rooftop. So I've got the luxury. It's still nice in the swag. You don't need to have rooftops and stuff. You can just get away with a swag or a tent. We've got a couch chair, we've got 2 chairs, just the way we can relax at camp. We're not too fussed about if we bring too much stuff. It's better to have sometimes too much than not enough. Ground sheets are important. These are ground sheets where the sand actually goes through them, but any ground sheet's fine. You can always just shake it off. You're on the beach, you're gonna get sand everywhere. There's just no two ways about it. I have vinyl floors, which is good because I can just sweep it out. But if you've got carpet floors, you're gonna get sand everywhere. So maybe put like a tarp or something inside your wagon or something because the kids are gonna get sand in. As far as food setup goes, I have a snacks bag, and then I've got another bag that just has all the food in it. It's just easy to get to. They're clear tops so I can see what's in there before I open it. I've got 2 ice boxes, one for drinks and then one where I just keep food in there so we don't open it too often. Make sure you cryovac your meat because then the water won't go in and make all your food soggy. You've always got to keep kids busy on the beach. So they got all their snorkel gear and all that. We've got a stand-up paddleboard as well because we are in a beautiful location. The chemical toilet, we have a drop-down shower tent, but you can also just get like a self-standing shower tent. It's a great thing to have because you've got privacy to get changed and somewhere to drop your food babies because you do not want to be dropping food babies on the beach and stuff because that's gross. There'll be toilet paper and stuff everywhere. So chem loo is very important when you're on a beach setting. If you're in the outback, sure, bring a shovel, dig a hole, bury it, burn the paper when you can. No fire ban, you can burn the paper. This definitely isn't a board-footed job. It's a stand-up paddleboard, mainly for glass off and stuff like that, but have a bit of fun anyway. Life jackets are up there because we're not going deep, they don't need them. Mainly for the lake. Get on the white water here. I think Marley's trying to tell us it's time to go. She's absolutely buggered. She is spent and it's time to pack up. One thing I'm noticing, having a Troopy, there's endless amounts of space. You can just toss everything in super fast. Everything does need a home, let's be honest. It's kind of like a washing machine. We've had our fun at the beach. It's time to test the Troopy out proper. Commencing shakedown. Surface down here now. Doing it the proper way. I've got this really tiny beach, the world's smallest beach, that's what I'm calling it. I'm going to show the kids that one, but it's also a good track to give this a bit of a rock and roll test on. I've got to say, so far I don't notice the weight of the roof on top at all. And I guess it's because I had a big roof rack on it before, almost said heavy. The roof rack would have weighed 45 kilo maybe, because I had a lot of hardware mounted to it. This roof rack on top of this rooftop is 30 kilos plus the rooftop, so it's 120 kilos on the roof, plus the max tracks and whatnot. I mean, there's a bit of weight up there, but not that much different to before, because when I took the roof off, that was like 45 kilos that came off the roof, the actual roof itself. It's been a while since I've had a vehicle without paint protection. There's no protective film on this car, there's no rhino hide, but it is a white car, and a white car shows up less pinstriping. That said, however, I'm still not enjoying these sounds of metal screeching down the side of my Troopy. Hold on, kids. Get me rocky and rolly. Oh dear. Not too bad so far, but I'm going to bottom out on that one.
Is that bushes?
Yeah. Yep. That's bushes scratching my paint.
That sounds horrible.
It does.
So it kind of sounds like nails on a chalkboard.
It does, but it's worse because, you know, it's damaging your car. Listen to that V8 talk. It's sounding more like a Land Cruiser. I'm liking this. But what I'm not liking is the suspension. It is absolutely flogged, and it's probably got something to do with it's still got stock suspension. This vehicle's 7 years old. I've had it for 1 year, and it's like an intense core workout when you drive this thing off-road. You're getting thrown to the left, to the right, forward, back. It's pretty tiring. Oh yeah, that's definitely going to bottom out. And a lot of the rear.
Jeez, sounds like his old car.
Yep, I'm on the bottom. I'll lean into that bank. This is an angle that'll frighten most people.
Are you kidding me? It's frightening the heck out of me. Oh my god, it's so like aqua.
It's so picturesque, isn't it? There you go, the world's smallest beach. Do you believe me now?
This is tiny actually.
It's tiny, alright. Well, we've arrived at the world's smallest beach. It's a tiny, really cool beach. The kids really want to camp here, but I've got a better spot in mind. It's been a while since I had a 270 awning. This one is wicked. And I just realised how much I miss just having an awning. I just quickly whip out and whip back in. I do have a good one on a 79 though, which sort of goes like that, but this creates way more shade, and it's got the extendable arms on it, which is cool because it makes this square section all the way around. All right, let's make some lunch. So as a quick prepare for lunch, awning out, and this is the table. It's prototype number 2, still work in progress. But this would be my quick sandwich sort of prepare area or something, you know, like maybe make a coffee or something. Let's feed the kids, go for a swim. Whoa. Try that.
wicked experience. The current's really strong though, so I'm glad I put the kids in the life jackets, and just being single parenting out there, it's probably a good idea, just in case something goes wrong, right? Yeah, they couldn't dive down, but they still had wicked fun. Red starfish also bright, wasn't it?
Yeah. We can at the same time.
You want to go back out, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Wait till later. Awesome. Awesome.
Freezing.
How strong is the current?
Leaving the tiniest beach in the world. Here comes the big test, guys. It's getting this Troopy up this hill.
That is officially the 10th time.
I think that was 2 in 1 then. So the back of the vehicle, only on the driver's side, is fouling out in the guard. Okay, first gear low, climbing up. I've got the rear locker on. We don't want to end up down there, because that'll put us on the side. There's a bit of a rock step coming up, kids. But Chris, the cameraman, slashed his tyre, done a number on that one. So we'll be careful when we take the turn. He did his left hand rear, I think it was, to have to change the wheel. Oh, here we go. Oh, I felt that. A lot of noises coming from this car underneath, eh? But we're up. Just like that. What are you doing, Chris? Oh, Chris, that is a decent gash, mate. Look at your rim. Decent hit. Safety boots on, wheels off. Let's get it changed. And that was some behind the scenes stuff you don't normally see. Well, we enjoyed our views from the top. For me, it was just an excuse to get the car up that hill. That was good fun. Unfortunately, the cameraman lost the tyre on that one. What do you think of the view? Worth it, girls?
Yeah.
Dog was sleeping the whole way up, the most hectic stuff. That was pretty funny. Now we're going to head towards a camp, which is not the smallest beach in the world. I know you guys want to stay there, but I've got an even better spot. What an absolute amazing day. Check out this spot. Doesn't get much better than this. The weather's really turned it on. The wind's been really gentle. Normally down here you get blown to smithereens at the best of times. What an awesome day. Girls are out there having a bit of fun. We're inside, of course, and we just came from the Dahl Islands. Right now, I'm going to take advantage of them being busy, set up camp, and then sit back and have a nice cold one with this view. Handy trick for you guys. Well, a bit of a camping hack, really, especially on the beach when it's sandy as well. Every single bag you open up, if you have a swag or even like a big chair bag, put all the bags in that one bag. So you've got bags for bags, all right? So you know what all the bags are. Because if you're like me, if you don't put everything in one spot, you don't know where everything is. The main reason why, well, not really the main reason why I did a roof conversion, but one of the reasons, probably 50% of it, is the fact that I can stand inside it. Look, so if we go this down, it's about the normal roof height and there's not much room. In the current situation of the vehicle, it makes it much easier to get in here and clean up and move stuff out. Even working on the vehicle is a bloody dream now. Shakedown wise, yeah, I definitely want to put this up so I can move around, get stuff out, because that's a real pain. Like if I had to squat down to get the cooker and all that out, it wouldn't be so pleasant. But being able to get in makes the job much easier, much easier. So hopefully this is the last night I'm going to be cooking on this big Cumberson cooker. It's my dad's Coleman Fire Night. Bloody good cooker, but it's so heavy and it's so big. This will not make the cut for my kitchen setup. No way. Look how big it is. Meet my world's biggest fan of the Troopy. Look at her, she's not impressed. She wants to get in it again. She had to sleep in it last night because of mozzies. It was so bad last night. It's gonna be pretty good here. Hey, you just want to go in there, don't you? We'll feed her pretty soon, she'll be happy.
time for another big cook up of protein. And no, this isn't just for me and the kids or the dog. This is also for the camera crew who've been working very hard in the background. And if it wasn't for those guys, I would have had to have done this solo and I would have missed out on all the fun. There's no way I would have been able to record this and have fun at the same time.
Well, I think the shakedown was a success. What do you guys think should be the next thing I need to address to the vehicle, to the Troopy, to make it even better? There's a few things coming up. There's air in, air out, so you can hear a bit of the different exhaust notes. I'm gonna have a muffler versus a straight pipe versus a resonator, which is on now. There's a whole bunch of stuff coming up, so stay tuned, guys. See you next time.